I always thought grief was loud, something that arrived with sirens. Shaking, screaming, breaking through the walls of your chest like a storm. But when my brother Daniel died, grief came to me quietly. It was like a shadow that sat on the edge of my bed and whispered the same question every single night. Why did he go to that house? Every Christmas, for 15 years, he went, never missing one, no matter how cold, how tired, or how broken he was. He would just say it was tradition, a stupid old joke between siblings we should have outgrown, but I knew him better than that. I always knew there was something he wasn't telling me. And when he died too young, suddenly, the silence around that house grew louder than every answer he never gave. 2 weeks after the funeral, I found the key in his coat pocket. Just a tiny, rusted house key. But the moment I held it, something inside me shifted, as if the key wasn't meant for him anymore. As if it had been waiting for me. That's how I ended up here tonight, standing in front of the abandoned house my brother visited every Christmas. The snow crunches under my boots, my breath hanging in the air like smoke. I don't know what I expected, maybe ghosts. Maybe nothing at all, but I didn't expect the house to feel like it was breathing. Like it had been waiting for me. Like it knew I was coming. I pull my scarf tighter and whisper my name into the cold. As if introducing myself to something that had once known me but forgotten. I'm Elise, I say, my voice trembling. Daniel's sister. The trees creak in the wind, bending toward the house like listeners. The gate moans as I push it open. The path leading to the front door is half buried in snow. Untouched, undisturbed, as if the world had forgotten this place existed. But I knew Daniel had walked this path every Christmas. Alone, what was he coming here for? Who or what was he meeting? My boots slip on the frozen porch boards as I approach the door. The wood is swollen, cracking, the paint peeling off like old skin. I hold up the key. My hand shakes, but I force it into the lock. It clicks too easily, too smoothly, as if it had been unlocked many times before. The door swings inward with a long groan, and a cold scent dust, old wood, something metallic pours out. I step inside. Everything is still. My flashlight beam cuts across the room, revealing long-dead furniture covered in sheets that sag like collapsed ghosts. Cobwebs hang from the ceiling. A cracked mirror leans against the wall, reflecting the trembling light back at me. Daniel, I whisper, stupidly, knowing he couldn't answer. But then something does answer. A soft thud from upstairs. My breath hitches. It wasn't the settling of an old house. It was footsteps. Slow, heavy, measured. I grip the flashlight like a weapon and force myself toward the staircase. My legs feel numb, like the cold has seized hold of my bones. The stairs creak loudly as I climb, each step sounding like a warning. When I reach the top, the hallway stretches out in 2 directions, left and right. Daniel always turned left. I don't know how I knew that. Maybe sibling instinct. Maybe something deeper. I follow the left hallway. At the end of it, a door stands halfway open. My heartbeat pounds so hard I can feel it in my fingertips. Daniel, I whisper again, this time not as a question but a plea. The door opens on its own. A chill sweeps across my face, freezing my breath. I step inside. The room is dim, but not empty, not abandoned. Someone had been there recently, and not Daniel. There are footprints in the dust. A blanket folded neatly. A candle burned down to nothing on the windowsill. And on the far wall, I freeze. My flashlight trembles as it illuminates a row of Polaroid photos pinned across the peeling wallpaper. Photos of me, at different ages, 6, 9, 12, 18. Photos I didn't know existed. Photos I didn't remember being taken. My throat closes. What is this? I whisper, stepping closer. The photos form a timeline, my timeline. And at the very end of it, pinned separately, is one final photograph. A picture of me from last week, standing outside my apartment. My hand flies to my mouth. Someone had been watching me, following me, photographing me. And my brother had been coming here every Christmas to keep them away. My hands shake as I touch the last photo. On the back, in messy handwriting, are 3 words that feel like a punch to the stomach. Not safe anymore. The room suddenly feels smaller, tighter, as if the walls are pressing in. And then something shifts behind me. A breath, not mine. Before I can turn, a voice speaks in the darkness. He tried to warn you. I spin around so fast my flashlight nearly slips from my hand. A woman stands in the corner. Her long coat drips with melted snow. Her face is pale, lined with exhaustion. But her eyes are familiar. Terrifyingly familiar. Who are you? I choke out. She steps into the beam of my flashlight, and my knees buckle, because she shouldn't have been there. She couldn't have been there. She died 12 years ago. I attended her funeral. I stood beside the grave. I watched the dirt fall on the coffin. Mom. My voice cracks. She doesn't smile, doesn't cry. She simply looks at me with ancient, hollow eyes that are no longer human. I warned Daniel not to bring you back here, she says quietly. But he couldn't let them have you. Them, I whisper, stepping back. Who? The house groans. Then something moves in the hallway. Fast, heavy, running. My mother steps forward, her shadow stretching unnaturally across the floorboard. It's too late now, she murmurs. They know you're here. Who? The pounding in the hallway grows closer. The floorboards vibrate. The ones we made the deal with, she says softly. The ones you were promised to. My stomach twists violently. What deal? She reaches for me, her fingers too long, too cold, too wrong. They want what was marked. They want what was taken from them. No, I stumble back, hitting the wall. Her eyes glow faintly. You were supposed to go to them on your 18th winter. Daniel broke the contract. My blood turns to ice. He sacrificed himself, she whispers, so you wouldn't be taken. The footsteps stop right outside the door. Silence, then the doorknob turns once, twice, slowly. My mother's voice drops to a chilling whisper. But he's gone now. The door bursts open. Cold blackness pours in like a living shadow. I scream as the darkness lunges. A hand grabs my arm. Not cold, not monstrous, familiar, solid, warm. Run. Elise, Daniel's voice. I turn, his silhouette pulls me backward, out of the room, down the hall. His form flickers like a dying candle, but he holds on. The house roars behind us. The shadows chase. My dead mother screams. And my brother, my already dead brother, drags me toward the stairs and whispers the last thing I expected. This time, I'm not letting them take you. We hit the bottom steps. The house shakes, the shadows reach, and everything goes black. When everything went black, I thought it was over, that the shadows had finally claimed me the way they claimed Daniel. But instead, I woke to the sound of breathing. Not monstrous, not inhuman. Familiar. Human. My own. I open my eyes and find myself lying on the cold wooden floor at the bottom of the stairs, my heart hammering like it wants to climb out of my chest. The house is quiet. Too quiet. Like everything inside it holds its breath, waiting. Daniel. I whisper, my voice raw. No answer. Only the faint whistle of winter wind slipping through the cracks. I push myself up slowly, every muscle shaking. My flashlight lies a few feet away, flickering weakly. When I pick it up, the beam stretches across the living room and stops on something small, lying in the middle of the floor. A photograph. Fresh, not dusty like the others. My hands tremble as I lift it. It's Daniel. Not dead. Not decayed. Not the brother I found in the attic. But Daniel sitting on the porch of this house, looking straight into the camera, his expression hollow. And on the bottom, written in his handwriting. Don't follow me. My breath catches. The shadows hadn't dragged me into darkness. Daniel had pushed me out of it. He had taken my place again. Daniel. No, I whisper. I stumble toward the door, my pulse pounding. The house moans behind me like something disappointed. When I step outside, the cold air slaps my face, grounding me. Snow falls quietly, as if the world has already moved on. But I haven't. I turn back to the house, its windows dark, its roof sagging under the weight of winter. A place filled with secrets. A place filled with ghosts. A place filled with him. I hold the photograph to my chest, tears slipping down my face. I won't come back, I whisper. Not again. The house doesn't answer. It doesn't need to. I know now that the bargain ends with me walking away and Daniel staying behind, forever. As I step onto the snowy road, the wind carries a voice so faint I can barely hear it. Go, Elise. I don't look back again. Because I know if I do, I won't be able to leave. And this time, he won't be able to save me. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.